Shall I move those chairs? Does it feel weird, or are you...
Do you think people are likely to come?
Well, as soon as you put them away, somebody comes.
Encouraging somebody to come.
So, welcome everybody, and maybe if we just go around and say our names, because it's Matt and Mary here. You won't know anybody. So, Susan,
Gina, Marilyn,
Holly, Claire,
Mary,
and Krishna.
So I'm just thinking of that Sufi song. We begin in the name of the one who is truth and compassion. Ooh, keep going, Kathleen. And I had really hoped that those daffodils would be out, but I'm thinking they might open while we're singing. So last time we met, we were really welcoming back the light at the Imbolc festival, and by the time we next meet, we'll have already had the spring equinox. So the light is returning. So we'll be singing some songs to celebrate that today. Connect with the green of the new growth, the bulbs that are pushing through the earth, buds that are forming, and really connect with that spring green energy, and let green stream in through the crown, filling the body, energizing and balancing the whole being, everybody's being, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, just feeling balanced. And all around your whole being, imagine a deep blue, like a bubble of blue, sealing and protecting you. And just breathing back into the centre of the body, just ready to open your eyes. And we'll start with a very gentle humming to just bring a vibration to the throat. And just letting that open out into ah. And let the ah move into oo. Seed syllables of the Om mantra. So we'll just move into Om, and again just allow it to resonate at whatever pitch feels comfortable for you. So it's in two parts. This is the top part. De noche, que para encontrar la fuente, solo la sed nos alumbra, solo la sed nos alumbra. So what it means is, in the dark, in the night, we hasten towards, we search towards the source, and only our thirst carries us forward. I was thinking of it in terms of where we are now in the cycle of the year, coming from the darkness and that yearning towards the light. Solo la sed nos alumbra.
Solo la sed nos alumbra.
Solo la sed nos alumbra.
your heart, you always know when you're telling the truth. And it can make your voice wobble. It can make your heart thump when you know you are telling the truth, but nobody else believes you. And this was the case for the locksmith. For he was taken to court. He was tried for a crime that he did not believe. And although if God himself had come down into that courtroom, the Almighty, the All-Merciful, would have spoken of the locksmith's innocence, still, false evidence was stacked upon false evidence. And he was found guilty. Guilty of a crime he had not committed. And as the bolts were drawn across, it was like nails being hammered into a coffin. Because the locksmith knew he would not get out of there alive. But in all versions of this story, he's allowed a visitor. In some versions of this story, it's his wife. In some versions of this story, his visitor is his brother. If you would want your brother there in your time of need, he can be his brother. In some versions of this story, it's his imam, his wise man, his priest. But he had a visitor, whoever it was. And he said to them, I am going to die here. Unless I can find a way to escape, please help me. And the visitor went away. And time passed. Days, weeks, months, seasons, long and hot in that place. Maybe longer. Until one day a package arrived at the prison. The guards opened up the package. They rolled it out on the ground and they looked at it this way and they looked at it that way. They checked the tassels. They turned it over. They tested each and every single inch of it. Was there something hidden? A weapon? A tool? They smelt it to see if it was somehow poisoned. They tried it in every single way, but they could find nothing amiss. And so they rolled it up, and they opened up the great door of the prison cell, and they passed it to the locksmith. And the locksmith took that package, and in the meagre light, he rolled it out on the ground and looked down at a prayer mat. Like a prayer mat is going to get me out of prison. And he rolled up the prayer mat and he stuck it in the corner. And one night, when there were no stars or even moon to be seen through the tiny window in the cell, the locksmith had reached that spot where he could go no lower. He had reached that spot where he had broken far too much. He had reached that spot where he could go no further. There was only one place left to go. And so he took the mat. He rolled it out. And he went down on his knees. And he prayed. The man with no hope.